Good morning, it's me again, Devin here with another Coleman Power Sports how-to video, and today I have the Coleman Power Sports B200 mini bike right in front of me, and I'm going to show you exactly how to replace the carburetor. This is going to be very simple, so you guys follow me. For starters, you're going to need a nice handy set of pliers, a 10mm socket head, an extension, a torque wrench, and if you desire, a drill just to make it a little quicker. So let's get to it. Okay, so to begin with, what we're gonna do is come to the right side of your engine. As you can see, your carburetor is gonna be right here, placed behind an inset right behind your air cleaner. So what we're gonna do first is grab our 10mm socket head and torque wrench. I guess we won't need that right now. That's for the drill. Okay, lefty loosey, righty tighty. That's loose. Bolt number 2 loose. And like I said, with the drill, if you like, if you have it, if you don't, it's fine. But you'll see exactly what I mean. It's just gonna make this a lot quicker. Pull that off, set it to the side. Pull that off, set it to the side. And as you can see right here, the air cleaner is going to be intact with a fuel line clip, and that's what you're going to need your pliers for. We can get it over there. There we are. And now you're able to squeeze it, pull it up, and then once you do so, you'll then be able to release that hose and free the air cleaner. There you are. Simple as that. So as you can see now, we've exposed the carburetor. Let's keep going. Okay, so right here in front, we're gonna have the steel gasket. And typically, I suggest replacing every gasket when replacing the carburetor. Is just good because sometimes these get really brittle. But in this case, this one's fine, so we're gonna keep it. As you can see right here, the carburetor is also connected with another fuel hose, which comes straight from fuel tank. So if you haven't drained your gas, be ready for fuel to come out of here once you do unclip this hose. In this case, we're gonna do it really quick, and I'm just gonna lift it up and drop it back down just so you guys can see exactly that fuel will come out and what you can do just to keep it from coming out until you do replace it with the new carburetor. So this right here is where that hose will be connecting to. So let's go ahead and look at the top of this first before we get to the fuel hose. Right here we have the fine spring. There we are. And right here you have your throttle spring. You're gonna make sure that this, you see how this is turned this way? You're not gonna be able to pull this off. It has to be turned all the way in order for it to come up like such. And right there we have the fuel line. This is a little bit easier. I can just slide it up, pinch it, don't necessarily need the pliers. But in order to not pinch your fuel line, it is always best to go ahead and just pull it up and not drag it, because you might be able to puncture a hole in that, and that's going to be another story. So keep going. Okay, now that I have both the fine adjustment spring and the throttle spring unattached, I'm just going to slide it to the side right there. As you can see, the carburetor wants to come, but like I said before, this hose has to come up. So as soon as you see it come up, we're going to have some gas. But you know what, guys? I'll show you what to do if you have not drained your hose before you did this. It's not the end of the world. Just don't forget to clean up after yourself. There we are. It might take some doing, but it comes right up. And you see, there we are. I've stopped it. And here we are. Yes, there is some gas. You're going to want to get that gas off of there. You see how some of it dripped off? It wasn't too much, but there is going to be gas, like I said, that comes in out of this fuel hose right here. And you want to make sure that you either have a bucket, your finger like mine's right here, or a clamp that can just close it off, or you just immediately grab your new carburetor, slide it on as such, and attach it down again quickly. So just like so, put this carburetor right back on, and as soon as I'm ready, it's gonna come out. So here we go. You see how it stops? It needs to be completely open in order for it to flow, but immediately we didn't lose too much gas. So what you're gonna do here, grab you a towel and clean up your mess, and then keep going. Right back. Okay, so after you've got that minor amount of gas picked up, what you want to do now is make sure that you come back to the fuel clamp once you're done attaching your fuel hose back to your new carburetor, and bring it down back in place as where it was to begin with. That way that your hose is set in place without any leaking. I'm gonna push it all the way back. Okay, fits just fine. You see to your right, don't forget your throttle and fine spring. If you forget about it, you won't be able to give any throttle. Trust and believe, you'll recognize something's wrong. So as I said before, turn this to the right. You're gonna grab your fine spring, and it should go right here in the small hole, and it should work just like that, guys. Okay, so next you're gonna grab your gasket. Don't forget to put your gasket back. We don't want any leaks, right? And as you see here, it kind of looks like a face with an extra ear up top, just as the face does here. Extra ear up top. If you put this backwards, the extra ear will be poking out this way, and you don't want that. So make sure you place it back exactly how it was when you took it off, as such. Voila. The carburetor is back assembled, and everything is in working order as it was before. I'm gonna finish the job off with reattaching your air cleaner, and it's going to have this hose right here to the left that's going to connect right in to the cylinder head right here on the right. You don't want any leaks. You want to make sure we have the correct airflow. So what you want to do, attach it back. Make sure your choke and gas lever is out of the way. And as you can see, it'll go right in the further that you push this back into the correct placement as such. So then next, 10mm lock nut, 10mm lock nut, and last but not least, your hose up top from the very beginning. And do not forget to put your clamp down. No clamp means vibration can possibly make your hose come up and cause another repair to be needed. But just like that, as you can see, this is how you replace the carburetor on your Coleman B200 mini bike. I hope you guys find this message well. Thank you. I'll see you again. Bye-bye.